My name is Tony Dukas, and today I'm going to be doing a quick review of the different methods you can use to administer nebulized medications to different patients. We're going to go over the infant nebulized kit, the standard nebulizer kit with the exhalation valve and bite mask. We're also going to cover how to use the nebulizer kit in conjunction with a non-rebreather mask to create something that the patient doesn't have to hold. We'll cover how to use nebulized medications in a CPAP mask, and also how to build the BVM circuit to administer nebulized medications to a patient that's been intubated. For the standard neb kit, pretty basic. Everyone's pretty familiar with all the parts. We've got the unvalved T, the exhalation tubing, the actual medication bulb, the mouthpiece, and the oxygen tubing. It'll be put together, pretty intuitive to put together. The medication bulb goes on the bottom. We'll insert the mouthpiece and have the exhalation tubing. Blue goes to blue, matching the medication bulb, and the green will go to the oxygen port. Patient will either have to bite down to hold it into their mouth, or they'll have to physically hold it. But that's the standard neb kit treatment. We have a second neb kit for infants. You may see these around on some of the ambulances. Again, pretty intuitive to put together. It comes with, instead of a mouthpiece, you have a pacifier, and the infant will receive the medication through this port that goes into their nose. Insert the medication bulb on the bottom and the oxygen tubing on the bottom of the medication bulb. Some infants will take this, but usually if they're squirmy, if they're upset, they're not going to actually take a pacifier, and then we'll upgrade to another option. A second option for you is to use one of these two kits in conjunction with a standard non-rebreather mask. This is good if you need to use blow-by medication. So if an infant won't take one of these, you can take any of our non-rebreather masks, pull out the actual bag and oxygen tubing, use the medication bulb from a standard neb kit, either the infant or the adult, insert it into the mask, and then you can use this either as a blow-by option, or you can put it on an adult so that you have their arms free if you need to do an IV and a blood pressure at the same time. They're not moving and fighting you trying to hold that standard nebulizer kit in their mouth. If you're going to be administering nebulized medications using the standard CPAP mask, you'll be using the medication bulb that comes attached with the kit. You'll pull it out, just as with the standard neb kit, unscrew the top, and deposit the medication into the medication bulb. Don't forget, with the standard CPAP mask, you'll need to turn the dial, the green valve, so it's horizontal. That will redistribute the oxygen through the medication bulb so the patient's getting the nebulized medication. The most complicated nebulized medication circuit to set up is if you're doing an inline medication administration when you're using a BVM and the patient's either intubated or you're using a non-rebreather mask. You'll need some of the parts from the standard neb kit, but you also need these three additional parts. You'll need a 15 to 22 millimeter adapter, an L adapter, and a gated T instead of the unvalved T. The one piece that you'll absolutely need is the 15 to 22 millimeter adapter. These will be available at Station 1 and Station 8, and it's always good to carry a couple extra in addition to the circuit that you have already set up. You can disregard the unvalved T and the bite block that come with the standard neb kit. You will need to keep the exhalation tubing, the medication bulb, and the oxygen tubing that comes with the standard neb kit. When you're setting this up for administration with a patient, you will attach the gated valve T directly to the BVM. The medication bulb will go underneath it and will hold that small spring-loaded gate open. You'll attach the exhalation tubing to the T valve. You'll use the L to attach to the exhalation tubing, and that 15 to 22 millimeter adapter will go on the bottom. All of our standard ET tubes have a 15 millimeter outer diameter, and that will allow this 15 to 22 millimeter adapter to attach to any of those tubes. Do realize that this circuit does create a lot more dead space, that you'll have to vent a little more to make up for it. You'll also be running 2 oxygen hoses, one from the BVM itself and one to the medication bulb to keep the medication flowing. As you vent, the medication will flow through the tube and down into the patient, and your venting is normal. If you don't have this 15 to 22 millimeter adapter and try to set this up using only the standard neb circuit, you won't be able to get a good seal. The L is not absolutely required. You can still attach the 15 to 22 millimeter adapter to the exhalation tubing and then to the ET tube itself. You just will have a little more curve in the exhalation tubing. The spring-loaded gated T is also not absolutely required. You can use the standard T that comes in the neb kit, but realize that you can no longer take the oxygen bulb out of the circuit. If you do, there will be an open hole in the circuit, and a large amount of the oxygen that you're venting will escape through this bottom hole and away from the patient. If you have any questions about any of the techniques or equipment availability covered in this video, please contact the EMS department.